Here we go. So it's obviously no secret that I like tattoos. A few years ago, I put the boys in touch with Bill Pogue, and they got to go out to his place, and they got to see all of his flash firsthand.
This is before they had copy machines, so the only way they could make multiple copies cheap was the architectural blueprint. You could take and trace them and make your flash.
Oh, okay.
So for me to be here right now, in person...
Well, you went right to Bert Grimm.
Yeah. This is why I love my job. This is why I work so hard. This is why I'm here. Is it true that he tattooed Bonnie and Clyde?
That's the rumor, yeah.
That's the rumor,
You know all
right?
about him, yeah, and Pretty Boy Ford, yeah, you know that.
No way, really?
Yeah,
Where was he out of?
He was out of St. Louis for the longest time. Then he migrated west and went to the Long Beach Pike. Bert Grimm is one of the artists I collect. He had a distinctive style in that he would simplify stuff, make it clear you could read it from across the room. You could say, oh, that's a Bert Grimm. He refined tattoos and made them more of a graphic image. A lot of these date back, like this one at your feet, early piece, stamped at the bottom, like they just stamped tattoo art, Chestnut Street, Long Beach.
Now, tattoo flash art's pretty simple to explain. It's basically really common tattoo art, and Joe Blow can walk in the door and be like, give me number 19 right there. This one right here is another Bert Grimm.
So that one
simple. It's so simple and so beautiful.
That was so talented.
How is it so captivating with just a few little lines,
You could
right?
count the lines. You're right. It's like Matisse.
I love watching Danielle in her element. She's beyond excited to look at this stuff.
Tom Berg.
Whew. You have a really pretty little collection here, don't you?
Thank you.
I'm knowledgeable, I appreciate it, but when I see her light up while she's talking about it, this is Danielle's world, and I'm just living in it right now.
Tell me about this one.
Okay, this is a...
Percy Waters.
Yes, by Percy Waters, Detroit. Tattoo artists would buy this, and then they'd take the blueprint and make a hard copy, make a stencil from it. So they're buying something they could reuse. It's never meant to be up on a wall or for a customer to see. It's for a tattoo supplier. He was a big supply guy. Most people in the American tattoo world are totally unschooled. People drew to better themselves, have a better job. A lot of them are carnies and circus people.
All right, tell me about this gorgeous piece.
Oh, this is great. It's George
so
Burchett.
heavy. Why is it so heavy?
Double-sided.
Oh, it's double-sided.
He jumped ship in, I think, 1890 when he was a young kid and got out of the Royal Navy and got everybody, the Queen Mother. He did Winston Churchill's mom. In the Victorian era, it was very popular to get like a butterfly or a small tattoo, or kings would get like dragons. And he was a guy, top English tattooist. He could really draw. I mean, the dragon's absolutely beautiful.
If you look at the lines on all of these ones, they're really like heavy lines, and the lines on here are so thin.
That's the difference, I think, between the American and the British. Like the Bert Grimms you're looking at, just a line, a simple line that would try to capture it. Well, this guy really put the detail in.
European style tattoo is so much more poetic, a little softer around the edges, whereas American tattoo, it's like a punch in the face. The European tattoo artist definitely had more training than that carny American tattoo artist. Man, did they ever have that power pack flash.
You're saying it right, they had the heart.
Yeah.
It comes from the heart.
And they had all those primary colors just popping on that tattoo work too. It's incredible. The difference is incredible, and they're both beautiful.
You can really see it here.
I'm an American girl, and I'm a carny at heart.
Yeah, I go that way too. I love that.
Flash art was never meant to survive, so it's pretty unreal that any of these pieces still exist at all. So to find vintage tattoo flash, especially flash from really respected artists, is, I mean, it's a needle in a haystack. And then over here, I mean, I spotted this one from across the room. That's got to be Captain Jack Howard.
Yeah, that's Captain Jack Howard. You nailed it.
Look at the butterfly girl. Yep. Ooh, she's nice and thick.
Yep.
And the Buffalo Bill Cody.
1920s. He supposedly traveled with Buffalo Bill, but a lot of these guys say that, so there's no proof. But he's an Englishman. He lived on the Barbary Coast, San Francisco.
And he was supposed to have traveled with Buffalo Bill?
Yeah, Buffalo Bill Wild West show. Captain Jack Howard was part of that. And there's Annie Oakley in the piece at the bottom, which reinforces it.
Got your little Buffalo Bill poster right there, too.
Ties right in.
And we're from LeClaire, Iowa. Iowa, so we love some Buffalo Bill there because
Really?
yeah, he had a homestead
Cool,
there.
cool.
Wild Bill Cody. I'm from LeClaire. That was his homestead. And the fact that Captain Jack would have traveled with Wild Bill and would have traveled with Annie Oakley, and Annie Oakley is a personal hero of mine. This is Captain Jack's life and life story in one piece of flash. What about this piece? How would you price a piece like this?
It's up there. It's like $6,000. I know. But you're not going to see another.
$6,000, huh?
Yeah.
I'm hot. That made me sweaty. All right.
Wow, now I see why you're so interested in tattoos. Look at the heart on fire and the girl with the sailor skis are gorgeous. They look great on
Oliver
you.
Peck did
Wow.
both of those. Two of my favorites, for
So now
sure.
I see why you love these, because they're on the wall, but you actually have them.
Do you have any?
No, I don't.
No tattoos, but you
No,
really love to collect the Flash.
I
What
love
draws
them,
you to
yeah.
the Flash, then?
The symbols, the way it's drawn, the folk art outsider aspects
The
of
fact
it.
that you're an artist.
Yeah, so it's something, once you start collecting this, you just get drawn in and this makes a statement.
Well, I mean, it's a $6,000 piece, too,
Yeah,
which
it's a
is
lot of
making
money.
me feel
I
a
know,
little
it's a lot,
sweaty.
of course.
But I'm also loving the Buffalo Bill poster over here. This is original poster?
It is, and I have no idea how old it is, but it's a silk screen. But that's a whole different type of thing. I mean, that would be
What do you got to have for
like
that one?
$500.
You want $500 for it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna hold to it on that.
You're going to hold to $5.
Hold to $5. I think it's worth a lot more.
If I do $5, you're going to have to be kind to me later.
I'll be kind to you all day long.
All right, I'll do $5. We're in it. We're in it to win it, right?
All right.
$500 is up there. I mean, I wasn't intending on spending that, but I can tell you that I think the buyer is there in LeClaire, and I think we can make some money off it still. Now we're gonna go to the Captain Jack Howard that makes me all hot and sweaty every time I look at it because I want to take it. I feel more comfortable with this one at 55. That's where I feel comfortable. I gotta have some sort of room on that one.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
I
How do you
hear
feel?
you, and I would love to have you have it for that.
You would love to have me have it,
Yeah,
or I can't
55
have
is
it.
fine.
No, really? Yeah, we're gonna get along just fine,
Yes,
you
we
and
are.
I, Tom.
It's like a day-to-day treasure hunt. I'm out there looking for rusty gold. I'm looking for the unusual and impossible.
It's back roads, it's dumpster diving, it's flea markets, it's people's homes.